This is Levi with Team Noble Rabbit. I'm doing my friend's deck profile because I don't have a deck at the moment. I'm trying to get the wind-ups and executors going. But this is his Jurrac, pure Jurrac deck. And I duel with it. It's pretty decent. It needs some tuning, but here it goes. He runs 14 monsters.
What ass?
Yeah. He runs 3 Jurrac Gabas. Basically, you destroy a monster, you're supposed to summon another, but you cannot attack with it. It's really good for exceeding, and it's pretty good if you're going second turn, just run over the monster. 3 Velos, basically you just summon that, sit on it, they attack into it, it gets destroyed, you're supposed to summon Gaba or something else, just whatever. It's basically a stall out. I like it, it helps out quite a bit. 2 Heras. Hera's pretty beastly. He helps you get level 6 exceed out. If your opponent destroys any monster that's face down or even in defense position, you can special summon only 1 at a time. And he's a 23 beat stick. He's pretty ballin'. 2 Jurrac Starrico. Basically, he helps get out Heras, and he summons tokens when he is destroyed by battle. He's decent. I like him. He stalls out a little bit too. Jurrac Alio, 2 of them. Basically, you summon him, tribute him off, and special summon level 4 Jurrac monster from your graveyard.
Another combo you can do with him is, like, say you have a Gaba on the field, but say you have no more targets for Gaba. What you could do is you could attack over with Gaba, bring Alio out, main phase 2, pop off Alio for a Velo, and then go exceed again.
Yeah, so Alio can set you up for some pretty good, decent plays. He's not bad. He's also a 1-star tuner, so pretty much you flood the field and you run out exceeds, you just synchro off. These last 2 cards, they're alright. Basically, I just use them for a tuner. He's 2 Jurrac Dinos. What he does is once per turn, each player is in phase. If this card destroyed an opponent's monster by battle this turn, you can tribute 1 Jurrac monster, draw 2 cards. You don't really get that effect off that often. I hardly ever use him at all, but it's whatever. He's a 3-star tuner, so he kind of gets in there sometimes. He runs 14 magics.
I was like, what?
This card is probably the heart of the deck. I love it, especially when you get 2 in the hand first turn. Fossil Dig, it brings level 6 or lower dinosaur monster to your hand. That's just broken. It sets you up so much.
Must be fucking nice.
It is fucking nice. 2 Shrinks, just so in case someone gets something big on the field, you can shrink it and just run over Gaba, start special summon shit out, and exceed off. 2 Pod Dualities, it's best first turn. Other than that, it kind of slows you down a little bit just because you exceed and special so much. But it can save you sometimes. 1 Book of Moon, staple. 1 Pot of Iris, because you go through your monsters so fast. 2 MST for back row hate. And then the big 3 that wins games every time. For the traps, it's pretty basic. I mean, he has some of his own little text in there. He runs 1 Torrential, 2 Bombless, you all know what these do. 2 Dark Bribes, just because you
like hating on that back row.
hating on that back row. I kind of like this tech. It's pretty decent. It saved me a couple times. It stalls out. It's called Defense Draw. Basically, if you take a direct hit, you take 0 battle damage and you draw a card, but only if you take a direct hit. So it's alright. I mean, if you have an empty field and the guy's going for game, set this, draw a card, negate the attack pretty much. And since you run a heavy backfield, Starlight Road, just to piss your opponent off. First turn Heavy Storm, no, fuck you. Mirror Force, and then Solemn Brigade. And that's it for the main deck. Going on to extra deck. It's pretty basic. 1 guy just because he's a beat stick. 1 Black Rose just because he fucks everyone. 1 Stardust Dragon because of Starlight Road. Bryonax, staple. Cataster, staple. Scrap Dragon gets in there. Trish.
Makes everybody horny.
Yep, Trish. 2 Dolka. I like Dolka. He's not as beast as Logia, but Dolka, he's pretty decent. Negates the effects by just remove 1 XYZ material. He's pretty decent. I prefer Logia over him, but brings me to 2 Logia. I might run 3 just because he's that broken. If a player special summons a monster, you remove 2 XYZ material to negate that special summon. And also, if they play a spell or trap that you don't like, you can also do the same thing. So he's basically a walking solemn warning / judgment. He's pretty baller. 2 Utopias just because you go for 4 a lot, and then if you run out of your evolved monsters, you sound Utopia. He's still pretty decent. Number 17 Leviathan Dragon. It's just a meh card. If you can get it off, it's alright.
Get it off, good for you.
Yeah, and then a lot of people don't like this card, but if you can get it off, it's pretty decent. I mean,
Agree with Garrett.
it doesn't negate, it just destroys, so they get priority over
Say
everything.
you agree with Garrett Crawford.
And you can't destroy it by card effects, but
Say
Evilzar Solda.
Say it.
I agree with Garrett Crawford. It's a decent card. But I would only run 1, no more than 1.
Yes.
But that is my friend's deck profile. Hopefully, I'll get my windups and my injectors done, and I can do my own deck profile. This is Levi, Team Noble Rabbit.
Like, subscribe, you know?
Like, subscribe, give us input. No hating.
No hate.